Something not quite right there, so did not take the provisional. The Southern Insurance, Heavy Duty Truck and Transmission Services, Clark's Home Service, Blood Lubricants number 4K. That is Kayla Rell. Kayla Rell in the number 4K. So we'll be rolling into Dirt Draft Hot Laps here in just a moment. Again, if you are not already a member, make sure to sign up and use referral code USAC. Get a $20 digital gift card to shop online for USAC gear. Justin Grant was the quickest driver at a Dirt Draft Hot Laps last night. Overall, once we rolled into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, establishing a new one-lap track record with C.J. Leary turning an 18.442 second lap, 101.507 average miles per hour. 56th time in his career he has been your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. Racing Electronics is the #1 company in race communications and the official race communication provider of the United States Auto Club. Racing Electronics has over 30 years of experience and serves every form of auto racing. Don't forget to bring your scanner the next time you're at a USAC national event, as all broadcast audio is available at frequency 454.5000. Learn more and shop online at racingelectronics.com or call them at 1-800-272-7111. Cookout presents always fresh, never frozen burgers, barbecue, hot dogs, all cooked fresh every day. And get this, over 40 different flavors of shakes, all prepared fresh and made by hand every day. It's all yours. Find a Cookout location near you. Visit cookout.com. Sunoco is the official race fuel of USAC Racing. As the world's largest manufacturer of racing fuel, Sunoco has been the standard of motorsports for over 50 years. Known for innovation, consistency, and high performance, Sunoco Fuels has been the choice of racers in virtually every form of motorsports, from grassroots tracks to premier international series. Committed to supporting the racing community, Sunoco powers champions and fuels unforgettable moments at the track. Green flag flies on Dirt Draft Hot Lap session #1. Cars and yellow flag conditions here in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session #1. Let them roll around just a little bit here. Once they vacate down into the pit area, we'll bring set #2. Mitchell Moles, so far quickest, a 21.294. The track picking up about a second over the course of that hot lap session. Charles Davis Jr., 21.410. A.J. Johnson, a 21.883. Kevin Thomas Jr., 22.170. And Kobe Simpson, a 22.288. Dirt Draft Hot Lap session #2 beginning to make its way out to the speedway. And the first driver to tell you about rolls over towards the back straightway out of Columbus, Indiana, driving the Midwest Tube Mills, Cloyer-powered Flea RC, AN Transport. The gear starts now. AMSOIL, KO Motorsports number 5G. That is Gunnar Setzer. Gunnar Setzer in the 5. Just past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, Ryan Burnell at Hollister, California. The Inland Rigging at Dunkel Farms, one-way power, DRC chassis, BR Motorsports, King Racing Products number 17X. About midpoint to the back straightaway, you'll find CJ Leary. Last night's Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier out of Greenfield, Indiana. The Curb Records, Kodiak Products, one-way DRC chassis number 21. Robert Ballou making his way around to the front straightaway at Rockland, California. The Suburban Subaru, Dean's Waterfront Services, Donna DRC chassis, Eamon Garner Roofing number 12. He'll roll past the flag stand, looking over into turns number 4, and Logan Calderwood on track, driving the MP Environmental one-way XXX chassis, JFM number 6 at a Goodyear, Arizona. (11W) Wyatt Burke. He's on track at Topeka, Kansas. Wholesale Battery, Harris Fabrication, XXX BR Chevrolet, number 11W. The 11B out of Newton, Iowa. The Craddy Shack, Al Parker, Maxim, B&R Motorsports, number 11B. That is Ben Woods. Ben Woods in the 11B. Glenn Saville out of Razorback, New South Wales, Australia, driving the Grassmere Performance Services. Twister chassis, number 75. Also on track, making his way down to the bottom side of turn number 1. Tony Reed just showing me we have a driver returning to competition here tonight.
Yeah, Tyler Walker returning to competition tonight at Placerville.
Narc, I believe.
Yes, how about that?
There you go.
We'll have to keep an eye on how that goes for him tonight.
Hopefully he keeps her on the straight and narrow.
In more ways than one.
That was one. Anytime the Outlaws went to Manzanita, when he was racing, you knew you were getting backflips.
So Mitchell Moles was fastest in that last group. We'll see how things go here in group number 2 as the track starts to come in a little bit better.
Moles 4 times this season has been your Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier. CJ Leary, first time this year, was last night, 56th time in his career. Jason Persley 3 times this year. Justin Grant on 2 occasions. And Logan Seavey also with an Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifying scores so far this season. Speaking of CJ Leary, up to the top, a 20.439. Ryan Burnell, a 26.24. Robert Ballou, a 26.42. So the track continuing to find some speed here as we are just about wrapped up in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 2 of 4. Again, 31 drivers on hand if you're just joining us in the grandstands or here on the FloRacing broadcast. -2 from last night, but regaining those machines, the N3. Nicholas Martz, unfortunately, piled her into the wall over turns 1 and 2. He is done. And Vinnie Ward, another driver that found contact with the Armco, not able to make the call here this evening. So 20.134 seconds, the track about the same trajectory, within about a tenth or so of what we saw last night as they progressed through hot laps. 25.51 for Ryan Burnell. Robert Ballou, a 26.42. Logan Calderwood, a 26.58. And Wyatt Burke's now 5th quick at a 29.78. Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 3 began to make its way out onto the speedway. First driver out to the clay. It's Cale Drake. He's out of Collinsville, Oklahoma. The Pendleton Farms, Bennett Enterprises, Honest Abe Roofing, Claxton DRC number 2B, making his way over towards the back straightaway.
Kyle Cummins right behind him in turn number 2 from Princeton, Indiana. The Avanti Windows and Doors, Premier Recycling, Apache Transport, Midwest Lawn and Landscape, car number 3P.
Rolling behind him, it is Carson Garrett at Littleton, Colorado. Driver of the Working Distributors, Busch Light, Hornbeck Concrete, one-way DRC chassis number 15.
And last night's winner makes his way down the back straightaway now from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. The Concord American Flagpole, Macri Concrete, High Performance Lubricants, Hefner Enterprises. Car number 20, that's the Macho Man, Brady Bacon.
Jaden Rogers at Worthington, Indiana. The Mine Liquidator, Spec DRC Chassis, Beasley Railcar Repair, Midwest Dyno Services number 66. He'll make his way towards turn number 3.
Hayden Reinbold making his way down the back chute from Gilbert, Arizona. The AME Electrical, Avanti Windows and Doors, Indy Race Parts, cut number 19.
Driver that led the opening 20 laps of last night's feature event, Chase Stockin at Fort Branch, Indiana. The GetLucasOil.com. Daywig meets Kistler DRC Moose Racing, SNC Machine, number 92, over in turn number 3. And one of the new drivers on the roster here tonight out of Nixa, Missouri, the CarQuest, All Metal Recycling, Helm Racing, Claxon DRC, Midwest Sheet Metal number 44. That is Wesley Smith. Wesley Smith in the number 44. Would you know it? There's 2 sprint car drivers in Nixa, Missouri.
I didn't. I thought Kyle Bellum was the only one.
And they're both here tonight.
So who's in Nixa?
I don't know. Hopefully they turn the lights off before the left so the bulb don't burn out. I do believe Bellum is here tonight in 410s. I saw him down there.
So the Macho Man into the 19-second bracket, 19.764. Now Kyle Cummins goes to the top, 19.610. Carson Garrett into the 3rd spot, 19.783. Brady a little quicker, 19.624. Hayden Reinbold up into the top 4 now, 19.824. Carson Garrett, 19.783. As the checkered flag comes out over the speedway, Kyle Cummins quickest, Brian, 19.398. Brady Bacon, then Chase Stockin, Hayden Reinbold, Carson Garrett, your top 5.
Cale Drake, Jaden Rogers, CJ Leary, Wesley Smith, Ryan Burnell, your top 10. Difference among the top 10, 1.153 seconds right now. Final group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps sitting down in the staging lanes. Driver to Levine, Arizona, awaiting the push. That is R.J. Johnson, the Avante Windows and Doors, Next Gen Landscaping, Stanton Sherman Race Cars, Juco Superfoods, Petty Performance Racing number 33P. The 4X Braden Cromwell is also down there at Lone Jack, Missouri. The Bodies Race Company, Terry Cummings Power, DRC Chassis, Rick Horn Racing, Show Me Synthetics number 4X. He'll get pushed out to the Speedway. The other number 4 is Justin Grant out of Ione, California. The NOS Energy Drink, MPV Logistics, Kistler Maxim, Indy Custom Stone entry. He'll make his way out to the half-mile oval. Defending champion of the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship, Logan Seavey out of Southern California. The Mountain Mechanical Contractors, Indy Power Sports, CGCPA's High Performance Lubricants, number 57. Another new driver on the roster here tonight out of Independence, Missouri. The Wholesale Batteries, Show Me Guttering, Donna Triple X Chassis, CNC Auto Glass. Jason Earls on number 15E. That is Dakota Earls. Dakota Earls in the 15E, rolling over towards the back straightaway. Driver rolling past him in the frame here. They'll follow him onto the backstretch. That's Jake Swanson out of Anaheim, California. The Inland Rigging, Snake Enterprises, One Way DRC, Doughboys LLC, JST Shock Technology, Burris Racing number 5T. The T4, Tyler Graves out of Sheraton, Iowa. The Amos Redemption Center, Graves Power, J&J Chassis, Vroom Vroom Racing, T4. Rolling on to the back straightaway, and looks like one more to talk about. That is Stevie Sussex out of Tempe, Arizona. The Yaley Petty Racing, Apache Transport, CK Electric, Stanton DRC, Avante Windows and Doors, number 2. Jack Yaley's in the pit area. You know things are interesting. And Judy's standing back going, really? Starting to take a peek at the 18-second bracket. We're down to 19.2. R.J. Johnson, a 19.264. Kyle Cummins, a 19.398. Justin Grant going to take over that second spot, a 19.283. Seavey's up to third quick at a 19.320. Black flag coming out here in your final group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Honest Aid Roofing qualifying going to be coming up shortly after this. And down to the 19-second bracket we go. Jake Swanson, 18.927. Looks like safety crews out onto the racetrack retrieving a piece of debris. As they'll start to position cars up here into the staging lanes. Honest Abe Roofing, America's reliable roofer, will present the Fast Qualifying Award for all 3 USAC national divisions throughout the 2025 season. Honest Abe has been installing, repairing, and maintaining residential roofs since 2005, and they want to give you the perfect roof to protect your home and keep you comfortable. Honest Abe provides the fastest service in the roofing industry, and they're supporting the fastest driver in qualifications. Visit honestaberoofing.com today to schedule your free roof inspection.
You nailed that.
Put the shingle on it and send it. A couple years ago, I was just wishing I was close to Honest Abe Roofing after a pop-up shower developed over little old Collinsville, and my wife called me and said, there's water running into the house.
Ooh, you lost a roof, huh?
Yeah, that was not good.
My roofer just lives down the street from me, Randall Roofing. He lives just around the corner from me. I had a similar situation a couple years ago. Didn't get any water in the house, but we had a storm, and I went outside the next day in my backyard. There was all kinds of shingles laying back there. I'm like, that's not where they're supposed to be.
That was one of those where I called the insurance company and said, I want the guy that you would trust to do your roof.
Right.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get Honest Abe all the way to Oklahoma.
Well,
it was a shame. It was a crying shame. $150 extra up for grabs to be the Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier. The track record established 24 hours ago. C.J. Leary, an 18.442 second lap, 101.507 miles per hour. That is the mark they are chasing, and 2 drivers at a time going to make their way out to the speedway. 2 laps, your fastest one will count towards your best effort. And we're looking at Mitchell Moles out of Raisin City, California, the AME Electrical, Messiah Valley Transportation, Kaiser, Stanton, Spike, Reinbold, Underwood Motorsports, number 19 AZ. He comes by to start the clock, and he is joined by A.J. Johnson out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, driving the Germer Automotive, Al Parker, MRP Chassis, White Sparrow Home Decor, Missy's Cleaning Services, number 93. 10th place in last night's Elliott's Custom Trailers, the kart semi-feature event after making quick repairs to get the car back out on track. As Moles comes out, he will stop the clock at a 19.032 seconds for the driver of the number 19 AZ. Johnson, the driver we were just talking about, after getting upside down, his first lap time is going to be a 19.988. Moles, his 4th career Knoxville start coming last night. He comes around at lap number 2. And better, 18.868, 1.8868 seconds. A.J. Johnson on the throttle to the front straightaway. His second time by. He is going to be better substantially to a 19.384. He picked up over a half a second as 2 in, many to go here as qualifying rolls on.
Next 2 cars make their way out onto the racetrack for their qualifying session. First from Coleman, Alabama, in the Inferno Armor, Majestic Electric, CSI, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Lucas Oil Center, car number 3R. That's KTJ Kevin Thomas Jr. Kevin Thomas Jr. in the 3R. And joining him on the racetrack from Bonham, Texas, the B-Town Automotive, Circle C Adventures, Simpson Performance Horses. Tops up here, bud. Car number 21K, it's Kobe Simpson. So Kevin Thomas Jr. on the clock in the car number 3R. Picked up a win at Kokomo in April at the last event. First lap time for Kevin Thomas Jr. is a 19.145. That's second quick, 19.145. First lap time for Kobe Simpson, 4th quickest, 19.640. 19.640. Lap number 2 for Kevin Thomas Jr. is better on the second lap, still second quick, 19.019, 19.019, and lap number 2 for Kobe is a 19.599, 195.9er.
Next 2 drivers out to the speedway, making his debut last night here at the Knoxville Raceway, and he walked away with a runner-up finish. We're talking about Briggs Danner out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, the Schneider & Sons Recycling, Oshutz Roasted Corn, Ryder DRC Chassis, Davis Brothers, Apache Transport, number 39. He works to the back straightaway. Driver chasing him, Charles Davis Jr. to Buckeye, Arizona, the MP Environmental, Black Magic Bead Breaker, Stanton Power, Triple X Chassis, AME Electrical, Spider Crane, FK Indy, number 47. 4 career starts here at Knoxville for Charles Davis Jr. Last night, a 19th place finish for that driver. Briggs Danner, his runner-up finish last night. 76 career starts, a trio of wins, 21 top 5s, and 46 top 10 finishes for the driver, the number 39. He currently sits 7th. The USAC National Standings, comes around on his opening lap, 3rd quick. at a 19.227. Charles Davis Jr. going to roll by, and he is fourth quick at a 19.376. So Danner third right now. Charles Davis Jr. at fourth at 19.227 to a 19.376. Danner working off to the top side of the speedway, round to the front side. The Oshucks Roasty car number 39, slower lap number 2. He'll rely on lap number 1, a 19.227. Lap number 2 was a 19.36. And Charles Davis, likewise, his opening lap, the best attempt. Lap number 2 was a 19.497, a 19.376 on his opening lap. Currently puts him fourth.
From Dillsboro, Indiana, the Southern Insurance, Heavy Duty Truck and Transmission, Clark's Home Service, Industrial Hydraulics, Next Gen Builders, car number 4K, that's Kayla Rell. Kayla Rell in the 4K, and joining Kayla on the racetrack now, from Goodyear, Arizona, the MP Environmental 6X Management Group, Woodland Auto Display, car number 6 of Logan Calderwood, and Kayla well off the pace coming down the front straightaway. She'll pull to the infield, and we'll get Logan underway for his first of 2 qualifying laps. Of course, Logan was 23rd here last night in the feature. Previous to that, he had a 24th in the feature at Central Arizona Raceway on the 19th of April. First lap time coming up for him is 6th quickest, 19.540, 19.540. So I'm sure Drake will get us an update on Kayla's misfortune down there in the infield. Lap number 2 coming up for Logan Calderwood. As he comes off turn number 4 to the waving checkers, he will clock in 4th quickest, 19.351, 19.351.
Good second attempt, took almost 0.2 of a second off of his opening lap here as our next 2 drivers make their way out to the speedway. We will find the driver out of Newton, Iowa, driving the Cranny Shack, Al Parker Maxim, begin our motorsports number 11B, Ben Woods, out to the speedway, and he is joined by Ryan Burnell. He's out of Hollister, California, driving the Tom Dunkel Owen Inland Rigging, Dunkel Farms, One Way Power, DRC Chassis, VR Motorsport, JFN King Racing Products, number 17X. Coming around to start the clock, the driver of the number 17, 5 career starts here at the Knoxville Raceway. Last night, 9th place finish in his first start here since 2022 at Huset's was the last time we saw him in USAC national competition. Comes around in his opening lap, says quick at a 19.377, 19.377 seconds for Ryan Burnell. Hanging left front high, Ben Woods coming around. He will go 9th quick at a 20.265, 22.65 seconds for Ben Woods. One feature start coming into the weekend here in Knoxville. That was at Oskaloosa, where he ran second last night. Ended up 7th in your Elliott's Custom Feathers Kart semi-feature event. Burnell, second time around, slower by 0.003 of a second. He's 6th quick, a 19.380. As Ben Woods does pick up a little bit of time, but not position. 20.142 on lap number 2 for the 11B.
Rolling out next from Greenfield, Indiana, the Curb Records, Kodiak Products, Oakcraft Elegant Cabinets, Apache Transport, car number 21AZ. That is C.J. Leary. C.J. Leary in the 21AZ. And also on the racetrack from Columbus, Indiana, the Midwest Tube Mills, Davis Brothers S&C Machine, car number 5G, the rookie Gunnar Setzer. Gunnar Setzer, one of the rookie contenders in the USAC AMSOIL National Sprint Car Series. Making his way out to qualify. C.J. Leary currently 9th in the point standings. Of course, Kyle Cummins leading the points coming into tonight. First lap time coming up for C.J. is 3rd quickest, 19.050, 19.050. Gunnar Setzer's first lap is 10th quickest, 19.783, 19.783. CJ on the hammer on lap number 2. It is a 19.099. His first lap better, 19.050. Still good enough for 3rd quick. And Gunnar Setzer coming around for lap number 2. He will clock in 10th quickest, 20.463. His first lap much better, 19.783.
Next driver's out to the speedway. We'll have the 11W of Wyatt Burks out of Topeka, Kansas, the wholesale batteries. Harris Fabrication, Cage Suspension, Jaden's Hope Foundation, Lazy L Ranch, Wyatt Burks Racing, Triple XBR Chevrolet number 11W. He'll be joined by the driver to Razorback, New South Wales, Australia, driving the Crosswear Performance Services Twister chassis number 75. That is Glenn Saville. Glenn Saville in the number 75. Round to start the clock for the driver of the number 11W. Last night won your Elliott's Custom Feathers Kart semi-feature event. Ended up 15th in the feature. 1 year ago on Saturday night, that's exactly where he finished. His preliminary night 1 year ago was a 12th place run. His first start here in 2018, he ran 17th. Brings it around on his opening lap, and he will stop the clock 12th quick at a 21.76, 2:01.76 seconds for the driver of the number 11W. 75 of Glenn Saville. 3 career starts here in Knoxville. 2018, he ran 16th. 2020, he ran 23rd. As Wyatt Burks comes around, better on time, not position, a 21.00. As Glenn Saville problems on his second time around, he is already down on the apron. So his opening lap will be his only one. That was a 28.74.
Rolling out next from Rockland, California, the Suburban Subaru. Deaton's Waterfront Services, Burke's Western Telecom. Car number 12, this is Robert Ballou. Robert Ballou in the 12 car, and last night's feature winner. Making his way trackside now from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, in the Concord American Flagpole, Macri Concrete, High Performance Lubricants, Hefner Enterprises, car number 20. This is the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Brady Bacon, a 5-time winner here at Knoxville on the clock. First lap time, though, for Robert Ballou is 11th quick, 19.908. First lap time for Brady Bacon, 9th quickest, 19.513, 19513. Robert Ballou was mixing it up with him last night, right in the contention there coming to the end. Lap number 2 for him, much better, 4th quickest, 19.186, 19186. And lap number 2 for Brady Bacon is second quick, 19.010, 19010, second quick for Brady Bacon.
Out to the speedway now. Unfortunately, a DNF last night. He'll try to rectify that here this evening out of Worthington, Indiana. The Mine Liquidator, Spec Power, DRC, Young's Auto Body, Beasley's Railcar Repair, Midwest Auto Services, a Body Racing number 66. That is Jaden Rogers. Jaden Rogers at speed through turns 3 and 4. On the back straightaway, Carson Garrett at Littleton, Colorado. The Working Distributors, Bush Light, Hornbeck Concrete, Daywig Meats, One-Way DRC Chassis, number 15. Carson Garrett, 16th place finish last night. 1 year ago, ran 13th here in the Corn Belt class, matching his 2023 finish in finale competition. Jaden Rogers coming around in his opening lap, and he will stop the clock 15th quick at a 20.193, 20.193 seconds for Jaden Rogers. Carson Garrett, his first time around, 13th quick at a 20.029, 20.029 seconds for the driver of the number 15. Jaden Rogers, 24th place finish last night, again having to pull off early. 3 career starts here at the Knoxville Raceway, comes around on lap number 2. And a little bit slower, a 23.49. His opening lap at 20.193 will count for him. And Carson Garrett likewise will have to stand on his opening lap. Lap number 2 was a 20.048 second attempt. He's 13th on the grid.
Next to qualify from Fort Branch, Indiana, driving the GetLucasOil.com, Daywig Meats, Engler Machine and Tool, Brown Brothers Excavating, S&C Machine. Car number 92, it's Chase Stockin. And also on the racetrack now, currently the leading rookie contender in USAC Amsoil National Sprint Car Series competition from Gilbert, Arizona, the AME Electrical, Avanti Windows and Doors, Indy Race Parts. Cut number 19 is Hayden Reinbold. Hayden Reinbold making his first visit here last night. His second attempt at the Knoxville Raceway here tonight. Currently 15th in the point standings, the leading rookie contender. First lap time, though, coming up for Chase Stockin is 11th quick, 19.538, 19538. First lap time for Hayden Reinbold, 14th quickest, 19.839, 19839. Second lap time for Chase is better, 6th quick, 19.189, 19189. And lap number 2 for Hayden is a 19.363. He also improves on lap number 2.
Next pair of drivers out to the racetrack. We find your current USAC National Points leader out of Princeton, Indiana, driver the Pella, Avanti Windows and Doors, Premier Recycling, Stanton Mach 1 Chassis, Apache Transport, Petty Performance Racing number 3P. That is Kyle Cummins. Kyle Cummins in the 3P. He's going to be joined on track by last night's Rod and Supply Hard Charger. Out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, the Pendleton Farms, Bennick Enterprises, Honest Abe Roofing, John and Cheryl Long, Claxton DRC 2B Racing number 2B. That is Cale Drake. Cale Drake in the number 2B. Last night, his Knoxville Raceway debut. He walked away with a 6th place finish. Kyle Cummins coming off of turn number 4. Last night was his 5th career start here at Knoxville. He ran 8th in your A main event. Opening lap for him will be 14th quick at a 19.782, 19.782 seconds for the driver of the number 3P. Cale Drake coming around. Lap number 1 for him is going to be 19.691, putting him 14th on the grid now. Off of turn number 4, Cummins adjusting his lineup just a little bit here. The Pella Windows machine going to come around, and 13th on the field at a 19.439, 19.439 seconds. Cale Drake backs her up into the cushion a little bit off of turn number 4, and that does cost him about a half a second, 20.207 on lap number 2, 19.691 his opening lap. Good enough for 15th quickest at the moment.
2 more cars make their way trackside now. First from Nixa, Missouri, the CarQuest All-Metal Recycling Shriners DRC Claxton, car number 44. This is Wesley Smith. Wesley Smith in car number 44. And also out on the racetrack now from Sheraton, Iowa, the Amos Redemption Center, 2 Rooms Racing J&J, car number T4. This is Tyler Graves. Tyler Graves on the racetrack now in the T4. Wesley Smith not with us last night, making his first appearance here of the weekend, as Brian and I have kidded the other race car driver from Nixa, Missouri. First lap time for Wesley is a 20.401, 20.401. First lap time for Tyler Graves is a 25.43, 20.543. Mitchell Moles has the mark to beat right now, 18.868. And lap number 2 for Wesley Smith is 17th quickest, 20.026, 2.0026. And lap number 2 for Tyler Graves is a 26.37. Lap number 2 for him.
This car's out to the speedway, fastest in dirt draft hot laps, and that'll be Jake Swanson out of Anaheim, California, driving the Inland Breaking Snake Enterprises, Doughboys LLC, Dirt Roots Digital, JST Shock Technologies, CK Enterprises, Darty Motorsports, Burris Racing number 5T. He'll come to speed onto the back straightaway, and he'll be joined by RJ Johnson out of Levine, Arizona, the Avante Windows and Doors, Advanced Transport, the Race Shack, Lifestyle Homes, RJR Suspension, Juco Superfoods, number 33. Picking up a win earlier this year with the Wild West Sprint cars down at Central Arizona Speedway. The driver, the number 33, going to bolt onto the back straightaway. Finished 12th. Or excuse me, ran 19th here. 1 night ago, coming around on line number 1 for Jake Swanson, 5th quick at a 19.17. RJ Johnson, 15th quick in his opening lap at 19.581. But Jake Swanson, 19.178 on his opening lap. The driver of the number 5T, a winner here in 2023. Last night, a 10th place finish. 1 year ago, he finished 9th in the feature event. A little bit slower lap number 2, a 19.237. And RJ Johnson, likewise, a little slower his second time around, 19.763. It's 15th, and Swanson is 5th.
Next 2 cars rolling out trackside. First from Worthington, Indiana, the Mountain Mechanical Contractors, Indy Power Sports, CG CPAs, Indy Custom Stone, High Performance Lubricants, car number 57. That is Logan Seavey. Logan Seavey in the 57. And from Ione, California, the NOS Energy Drink MPV Logistics, Top Industries, Indy Custom Stone, car number 4, it's Justin Grant. Justin Grant in the 4. Justin, a 6-time winner this season, 2 at Ocala, 2 at Lawrenceburg, Toledo, Kokomo, Belleville, 2 times, 1 on the short track, 1 on the big track. First lap time coming up, though, for Logan is 11th quick, 19.373, 19.373. And first lap time for Justin Grant is 8th quickest, 19.194. Logan Seavey, a 3-time winner this season, a Chili Bowl prelim win, and 1 at Volusia and 1 at Terre Haute. Lap number 2 coming up for Logan Seavey, 19.631, 19.631. And lap number 2 for Justin Grant, 2nd quick, 18.994. 18.994, lap number 2, 2nd quick for Justin Grant.
Getting down to the final few drivers to qualify. Stevie Sussex out to the speedway out of Tempe, Arizona. The Avante Windows and Doors, High Performance Lubricants, Apache Transport, Stanton DRC Chassis, Yaley Petty Racing at number 2. Joined out to the speedway by Dakota Earls out of Independence, Missouri. The Wholesale Battery, Show Me Guttering, Donna Tremolette Chassis, CMC Auto Glass, number 15E. Earls not with us last night. has one career start here at the Knoxville Raceway. Last year he ran 25th after he got upside down. Stevie Sussex last night ran 18th here at the Knoxville Raceway. 2 career starts now here at the half mile. Going to victory lane earlier this year back in April at Central Arizona Speedway with the Wild West Sprint Cars. Sussex coming around in his opening lap, 23rd quick at a 20.031, 20.031 seconds for Stevie Sussex. Go to Earls in the 15, 29th quick at a 21.413, 21.413 for the driver of the number 15. Moving line around here in the Avanti Windows and Doors number 2, round to the front straightway, and he does improve on time, picks up a couple of spots. 21st quick for Stevie Sussex at a 19.792, 19.792 seconds. To go to Earls on the throttle to the front straightway. We'll see if he picks up some time. He does. A 21.342, 21.342 seconds, still good enough for 29th.
Rolling out next from Lone Jack, Missouri in the Bodie's race car, Acre Towing, wrapped KC cage suspension, Show Me Synthetic. Car number 4X is Braden Cromwell, and also coming out for 1 lap on the clock will be Kayla Rell. After coming out earlier to make her attempt, she didn't get out there. She's coming out. She'll get 1 lap of qualifying here in the car number 4K from Dillsboro, Indiana. That's the Southern Insurance Heavy Duty Truck and Transport, Clark's Home Service, Industrial Hydraulics, Next Gen Builders 4K. So Kayla getting the white flag there. She'll get 1 lap on the clock. Braden Cromwell coming around for his first lap. It's a 20.075, 20.075. And Kayla's 1 lap of qualifying did not come across. Did not get a lap there, so we'll come back to that. Lap number 2 for Braden is a 19.961, so nice improvement on lap number 2. That's good enough for 22nd quick, but not getting the lap from Kayla on her attempt, so we'll see if we can't follow up on that here in just a minute.
Yes, that'll wrap up Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. 5th quick tonight was C.J. Leary. Kevin Thomas Jr. was 4th. Brady Bacon was 3rd. Justin Grant was 2nd. And ladies and gentlemen, for the 5th time this season, driver to Raisin City, California is your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. Picks up an extra $150. That AME Electrical, Mesquite Valley Transportation, number 19 AZ. Race fans, give him a hand. Mitchell Moles. Down track side to Drake.
Mitchell Moles scores his 20th career Honest Abe Roofing quick time qualifier award. And Mitchell, that puts you in pretty elite company. You are now tied with Jerry Coons Jr., Tony Elliott, and Roger McCluskey, all USAC national champions with 20 career Honest Abe Roofing quick time qualifier awards. How gratifying is it for you to even be in the same conversation as 3 legends like that?
Yeah, you know, I try to hold myself pretty humbly and just give the race car the best shot we have. Andy gives me really good stuff, obviously. Andy and Tammy, they've been great to me, and they give me all the stuff needed. So obviously they give me Stanton engines, and that's a big part of this deal. So I like to thank them, and then also say hi to my mom and my dad and my grandma at home. They're probably watching, and my mom probably doesn't want to watch here, but she's gonna.
Yes, Knoxville Raceway, always daunting indeed, but it seems like these places don't faze you. But looking at where you went out, last night we saw C.J. Leary set a new track record by going the first car out. No new track record for you, but you go quick time. Were you kind of licking your chops as soon as you knew you were going to go out first among this 31-car field?
Yeah, I've been coming here for probably since 2018 with Golovic and stuff, nationals, and just coming racing here a lot. And all them guys line up over there hoping they get an early pill draw, because that's how much it means here. So I knew we were going to be okay there as long as I put together some good laps, and I happened to do that. So we're just going to go back to the trailer and work on this thing a little bit. This place is tough, and it changes a lot, and I'm not typically the best here, so hopefully tonight that changes.
Mitchell Moles with his 20th career Honest Abe Roofing Quick Time Qualifier Award here at the second and final night of the Avanti Windows and Doors Corn Belt Clash here at Knoxville Raceway.
Thank you very much. We'll have 410 hot laps coming out here, but before we get to that, a special guest up at the booth, and that is Jerry Petty with Avanti Windows and Doors. And Jerry, you guys, USAC Electric, you guys have put so much into this event, making it bigger and better every year. 15,000 to win tonight. Truly, thank you so much for not only your support of events here in Knoxville, but also so many drivers across the United States Auto Club.
Well, you're very welcome, and thanks for having us back. This is our 3rd year here at the Corn Belt Clash.